probably looking at the title like, you're insane. Like, there's no way on earth that you got to test the Vision Pro. And I would say that too. I would say there's no way that I got to test the Vision Pro. But I got to test it, and I can firmly say that it is one of the coolest products I have tested. And so, I guess I could go through the story about how I tested it. So I went to the Apple store, it was like 10 o'clock in the morning. They were like just now opening and getting started. There were actually a lot of people in there. And so, yeah, it's pretty cool, right? And so I'm like, yo, I gotta test the Apple Vision Pro, right? And so, I look over and I'm like, I bet I could. So I walk up to one of the employees. I'm like, hey, so I like review tech. I love testing out new things. And I was like, yo, can I test your Apple Vision Pro? And they were like, give us 15 minutes and we'll get you an AVP. So that's what they call it. They abbreviate it for AVP yeah. And so I'm probably gonna start doing that because Apple Vision Pro is the most tedious long name ever. And so yeah, I got to test Apple Vision Pro, and they were actually really nice about it. Like, they were super, super helpful, and they were super kind of like showing you how everything works, from zooming in to zooming out and pinching. And I could pinch and like my hand could be all the way down like at my hip. Like, I didn't even have to hold it up. The only reason why I held it up is because, well, it's cool, right? And so pinch, and you can look all over the place. They even let me like get up with it. And so the pass through is very smooth and clean. I think that Apple is going the right direction when they say that we're gonna put the M2 chip in it, but we're also gonna throw in the R1 chip just so it can run all the cameras, because the pass through was perfect. It was crystal clear, it was seamless, and it would adjust the lighting based on how I was looking at it, and especially like how bright the room was and things like that. And so I'm just like sitting at the table in the Apple store, and there's a bunch of people walking around me. I like throw one of my hands back because I want to test to see how far will it go until it doesn't see my hand. But it actually goes pretty far. Like, I can hold it about at my ear and it won't register, but see, I can put it all the way down on my lap and it will register. And the cool thing is that you go through a little test. And so like the test will be a layer of dots. And so the layer of dots will actually they get smaller as you start focusing on that dot. And so this is how you do the eye tracking test, just to calibrate it all. They ask you how tall you are, how much you weigh, and things like that. But anyway, so yeah, you basically just look at the dot and you click it, and you basically just move your eye around in a circle, and as the dot gets smaller, you can click. And so you do that 3 times. The first time it's in a dark environment, the second time it's in the medium environment, and then the third time it's in the brightest environment that they have. And it's not bright where like, oh my gosh, it's gonna hurt my eyes. No, it's a perfect like level of brightness. And so yeah, it's a great setup process. The setup process is really easy. Now see, here's the thing, because I don't have a functioning right eye, the setup process kept failing, right? And hey, that's okay, because you wanna know why the guy actually told me? He just said hit continue, and we went through the settings, and so there's actually an accessibility setting that will make your left eye or your right eye the manager and the main user to the Apple Vision Pro. And so yeah, I really enjoyed that. I really liked how Apple said, some people don't have functioning right eyes, and so we want to make it a little bit easier, and so that's why we're going to give them the feature to put your left eye as your main eye and as your main mouse. And see, I was pretty quick with it. I was going through it like really fast. Really good device. Um, really crystal clear. Like, so normally the problem with VR headsets, especially with pass-through mode, is they're not clear enough. And because they're not clear enough, I get sick in them. And so the thing with the Apple Vision Pro, and I'm not saying this because, oh my gosh, I'm biased, I love Apple. No, I'm saying this because it was perfectly clear. I wasn't getting motion sick from, looking at all the perspectives and all the point of views. And, by the way, live videos and, panoramics, they all look super cool in the Apple Vision Pro. I mean, you can turn your head and you can see all the view, and like they put me in Sonoma, and like I could look around and I could see a 360-degree view. And so yeah, that was super cool. And the other cool thing was they showed me a demo, and it was Alicia Keys singing right in front of me at the piano. And I could hear her clearly, but I could turn my head, and they had that AirPods spatial audio included with it. But the other thing is that it also looked crystal clear, and I could see all around her room. And so see, that camera actually that they used is actually, it's not available to the public yet. I think Apple is going to get ready to, I guess, introduce that camera. But yeah, so that camera is actually not available at the time. And so I think we got either WWDC when they start, they're going to launch Vision OS 2, but they're also going to give us, a clear sight on what we could see for that 360-degree view camera. And they put me front and center at this soccer net. And so yeah, I was literally like sitting right next to the soccer net, and they scored a goal, and then they shot me up on a rock climbing wall with someone else, and I was just watching them rock climb, but I was on the wall with them. And so that was super cool. They also let me watch movies in it. I enjoyed watching movies and stuff like that. They showed me all the dials and how they all work. So yeah, overall great experience. Now, I didn't really get pictures of me wearing it like in the front, because I couldn't really, obviously it was a bright room in the Apple in the Apple facility, and so I couldn't really get like a clear shot of the pass through and it seeing my eyes in the thing, but it's okay. And see, the cool part is they could get my prescription. Like they pulled my prescription, and they had an Apple Vision Pro ready for me after I did, a face scan, and it scanned my face with my iPhone. And so yeah, that's super cool. And it also had, and so they just scanned a QR code. It showed my my prescription. I didn't have to wear my reading glasses. And so yeah, really cool, awesome. I love that feature. I think that actually makes the demo go quicker. And obviously you gotta order the lenses on the Apple website. And so the guy was like, yo, you want to order lenses, or sorry, you want to order one of these today? And so he sent me an email. I was like, of course I want 512 gigabytes. I mean this thing is like the ultimate movie watching machine, right? And so I put it in, I get the email, and $4,500. I'm like, whew, like that's expensive. I obviously will not be buying that anytime soon. I was thinking about it, like what if I actually did it? Like what if I switched from using a Mac every day to going to using the Apple Vision Pro every day for work and for school? I'd look like a complete dork in class, but I'd be so cool. It'd be so cool. I am inevitable, But so yeah, very cool device, very cool, the way it looks. I mean, it looks like a ski mask, but yeah, super cool. And so now I obviously got to give y'all the rundown of what I think about it for comfortability. All right. So someone asked me in my community post, and if you guys aren't subscribed, I do community posts every once in a while where I'll post updates, and I'll post you know, normal Instagram posts like this. And so I actually posted an update yesterday talking about how I'm going to release this video on Wednesday. And so yeah, if you guys aren't following me, definitely go check the channel out, you know, subscribe. And of course, if you want even more updates, go check out my Instagram, because we actually do a lot more over there on Instagram. But anyway, comfortability. So someone asked me in the community post, they said, so curious, like, how does it feel like wise, and how like comfortable is it, and how well does it work? All right, I'm gonna answer I'm gonna answer the third question. It works very well. Like the eye tracking and hand gestures and everything works very well. Now, the guy didn't mention a sensitivity setting for your eyes, but so I have a little bit of stigmatism, and so my eye can't focus on this little white bar that was at the bottom of the screen to where you move the images to the right of you and to the left of you. Like, I couldn't focus on that white bar for so long that I ended up just closing out the app and trying again. So I got it eventually, and I couldn't focus on one of the virtual shows that we were watching, and so I had to literally get up, move it toward me, and click it, because my eye wouldn't focus on it because I have a little bit of stigmatism. And so I think there probably is a sensitivity setting for how it works with your eyes. And so to answer your question, my man, yeah, I think there is. Now, comfortability. It's not that comfortable. I mean, like, it's comfortable, like, it's the softest, like, mesh cushion, like, you could ask for, like, on the back of your head. Like, man, that thing is so soft. Yeah, it's perfect. However, it rests on your cheekbones, and so I kind of wish they let me try the band that kind of, I guess, goes over your head. But yeah, so it rests on your cheekbones, and it gets a little hot. They let me wear it for about 45 minutes, and so I got to try it out. Yeah, it gets a little hot. And so does the battery. The external battery that hooks onto it, yeah, it gets a little hot as well. And so, that's fine. I just don't know, like, how it would be for the long run if I wore it for a straight 3 hours for work or something like that. And so there you go. So that's how I think about the battery that's how I think about the comfortability. And it's the first one, and so I can expect that they make it better and they improve it. I wish they let me try the large light seal, because the medium light seal, I was actually still getting some light in there, and so I wanted to try the large. And they could have not had the large in my size, and the reason why is because they literally scanned my face with the iPhone. And so yeah, but my conclusion: great device, great product. It is a little hot on the edges whenever you wear it for 30 minutes or more. I couldn't really hear no fans spinning up, but it gets a little hot. And so but I'm sure that thermal issues are the least of your problem whenever you're spending $4,500 on it. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Should I make a trip back to the Apple Store and get a bunch of other people to test it? I think that'd be really funny. And just, start videoing their reactions on what they think about it and things like that. I was going to test it at the beginning of the year because I was at an Apple Store. The problem is that the Apple Vision Pro was coming out like 3 days later, and so I couldn't really do it. And so glad I got to do it for this Apple Store run. And if you guys want to go try it out, then yeah, go check out your Apple Store. Maybe they're cool. Maybe they're cool like my Apple Store, and maybe they'll let you try it. My coworker's name, Jalen, Jay, if you're watching this, it was a great experience, buddy. You're great, and the people at the Apple Store were super nice, super helpful, very quick and attentive, and so yeah. Anyway, so there you go, Apple Vision Pro. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely go check out the socials. They will be linked below, and Instagram is at EasyRamsdaleIG. And so yeah, or don't even forget the IG. But yeah, so go check me out on IG. It's Easy Ramsdale, and I will catch you guys in the next one.